Hello everyone. Today I am going to demonstrate you about how to make an PNR inquiry system. PNR inquiry system means passenger name record system, which is used in Indian Railways. So our main focus is to implement and test a RESTful API, which we are going to design now. And also we have to get the responses from from that API. And if there are multiple users, then we have to validate the array responses also. Validation means if there are multiple users, we have to see that if their data are properly fetched from that arrays or not. And also we have to assert and check the status of passengers, that if their ticket are confirmed in RAC or in waiting list. So as you see, our task overview is we have to set up a mock API for Indian Railways. So mock API means we are going to locally host a real-time API, and we add multiple users there for generating more test cases. And also we use get request to fetch data from using PNR number as our path parameters. Our attribute is we have to make unique PNR number for every passenger's train number, travel date. And in the passengers detail array, we have to enter their name, age, gender, seat number. And in status we have to assign them if their ticket are in RAC confirmed or in waiting list. And let me show you the validation criteria for this testing. The validation criteria is we have to get the response from that API. Then we have to assert that if the status code is 200 or not. And we also have to check if the response time is less than 5 seconds or 5 milliseconds or not. And the main thing is we have to check if the header content of our API is in in JSON format or not. The header content means we have to see that if our file is written in JSON format or not, simply. So we are going to use Eclipse IDE for using this. And also we are going to use TestNG for doing the testing purpose. So first let me create. So first we have to create a Maven project. Why Maven project? Because in Maven project there is a pom.xml file which is used to insert all the dependencies we are going to use in testing this API. So first we have to make a Maven project. So here you can select create a simple project. A group ID, you can enter anything, but in artifact ID you have to carefully enter the name, because it is the name which is showing in the front of you, just like this. There is demo 1, so my artifact ID was demo 1. So I am going to write here PNR inquiry system, and then you have to finish it. Wait for some time. So first we have to open our pom.xml file. And for adding the dependencies, we have to go to Maven repository. So from here we add three dependencies. First, RestAssured. So from here select the latest version, because it is mostly compatible with the current version of Java. Paste here in dependencies tag. Now the second dependency which we have to add is TestNG for testing purpose. You can use any testing framework, you can also use JUnit or TestNG. I am using TestNG because it is providing many classes more than JUnit for testing purposes. So from here select the latest version and copy it to clipboard. Now press Control S for building this Maven dependencies. So if your POM file is correct and it is running, then you will see the Maven dependencies folder here when you Control S that all file. And the third dependency we have to use is harmcrest. Harmcrest is basically we are going to we are going to see the time delay. That's why we have to use harmcrest. From here select the 1.3 version. Yes. So we have done with our dependencies. Now we have to make a mock API. So for making mock API, we are going to our command prompt. So here the command for making the creating the JSON file is copy con. Then we have to enter the file name. I am going to write PNR Enquiry .json. Now right here. So this is very boring process. You can use VS Code instead of this. I am also going to use that only. But for sample, I am creating one two passenger details in this only. So this is this. Now we have to open this file in VS Code. We have to copy this path from here and directly we will open this path in here. Now here you can see that my file name is pnr inquiry.json. This we have to open this in VS Code. Now here we can change. Now here we can add more entries. So our path parameter is, so our attribute is these PNR number, train details. So first let me first tell you about the JSON format. This is the curly braces are holding these curly braces are holding the endpoints, and this passenger is an endpoint, which is the path of our API. And these braces, these square braces are used to hold the array objects, which is passenger details. So first we have to assign a PNR number for everyone. Be careful in assigning the PNR numbers because it have to unique for everyone. If it is same, then then our test is going to fail in the Eclipse IDE. We have to add travel date also. So I'm going to enter here 5th May 2025 and enter here the name of the passengers. So my name is Ayush. So second, we have to add age as a parameter. Now gender. Now seat number. Suppose my seat number is A1 2. So after assigning the passenger details, we have to give them the PNR status also, if their seats are confirmed or not. So here we can assign this. So you have to carefully write this JSON format. If you missed a single comma, then this format is not correct. By mistake, I have written this here. Now our JSON file is ready. We have to simply save this and run this on our CMD. So here for running this, the command is npx JSON server, then file name. Our file name is pnr query.json. Now simply control and press this. Here you can see the data of the passengers. So for doing multiple users, if I am going to write single, it will take many time. So I just I written it. I have written this previously. I am going to use this same now as a simulation. So if you want to do, then you can write it later. Now if I am going to do it, this will make video very longer. So now we have to run this API again. So this makes our single endpoint, that is PNR status. Now here you can see that all the details for all the passengers, that PNR number, train number, travel date, passenger detail, name, age, gender, seat number, status, and all the things. So we have done with our mock API. Now we have to proceed to making to testing this API. So we have to go to our Eclipse IDE. So here in go to test Java, don't go to main Java, because we have to test this. So in main Java, just make an package. Let me name it as PNR. Now press enter, and in this package make a class. Let me make my classes PNR system, and don't add the main method, because in testing we don't need main method. So here firstly we have to import some packages. So let me import the first package as a TestNG. So I am going to use the before class of before class method of TestNG, and name it as a setup, because I am going to I am going to write write the links, write the localhost link in this. So import before class from TestNG annotations. Now in this we have to first import. So for doing this we have to first import some packages of RestAssured. So we are so this 1 minute. So basically this response is I am creating a rest assured connection here, and this response holds my connection there. So here copy this path from here and paste it here, and remove this PNR statuses from here, because this is our base because this is our base URI. Yes, this is our base URI. Now first we have to test that if our connection is if our connection is made with that localhost API or not. So I am importing the test package from TestNG here. So first I am going to test the get PNR details from that API. So import that package from here. So in this we are going to take one PNR number from our API, and check that PNR number, check through that PNR number that if we are able to fetch that PNR number details here or not. And accordingly after fetching we are going to validate that responses also. So first we have to make a string PNR numbers, and go to this and copy any of the PNR number here. Copy this carefully, because if you mismatched here, then test cases are not going to pass. Then we have to make the response here. So import this response from RestAssured, and then we have then as you know that the responses of APIs are divided in three parts, that given, when, and then. Given is a block where we are going to provide the details, and when comes to action when the given is correct. If the given is correct, then it goes to when. And if verifies that if its path are correct or not, or its queries are correct or not, then it will further move to then section. So in then we are going to validate our responses. So So first we have to make query parameters here, and in this we are going to pass our endpoint which we have removed from here. So let me check my endpoint. So my endpoint is this, and don't forget to make slash here. After then we use when. So if this is correct, we get the response from here. No. So in this we have to. So in this we have to pass the PNR numbers, PNR number which are which we have taken from here. So after providing here, we go to get response from here. In get we have to just simply paste that endpoint here, and then we are going to validate our detail. So if this is correct, we are going to use then method. So response dot then dot status code. First we are going to verify the status code, that if status code is 200 or not. If it is 200, then our connection is successful, because 200 and 201, 202, these ports are signifying that the API connection is successful. Or if we get another status code, just like 404, this means internal server error, that our API is not able to connect with that server. So let me run this. So in run configuration, you just have to select here run as a TestNG. So let me add first run configurations here. One minute. Let me see what happened here. Why it is not running. Here you have to go and search for main class. So here our main class is. So from here we have to first add the TestNG, download the TestNG for this Eclipse. Search here TestNG. Wait. Now install it for Eclipse. that if the connection code is 200 or not. So let me run this. I am using a JUnit now because TestNG is not compatible with my older Java version. So you have seen that my response is successfully fetched by the API. So I have received this test case as pass. So the our next target is we have to check that if the response time is less than 500 milliseconds or not. So for this, this is the syntax. Now you can see that this error is coming, less than error is coming. It is because we have we have not imported one statement for for Hemcrest matches, which is used to comparing the objects. So after importing this matches, you see that the error has gone. Now when I will run this again, you can see that this test case will also pass. So what happened, let me see. So now you see that my expected response time is 500 milliseconds, but it was 687 seconds actually. So just replace this 500 by 687 and this test case will pass. See that? Let me see. And when I run this, you can see that that test case is passed. So our next parameter is we have to check that if the content type header is application JSON or not. So for doing this, the syntax is response dot then dot content type. Here you have to enter application JSON. So we are comparing with header, and now in this we have to now this header has two parameters. One is content type and another is our expected what we are going to expect from this. Now from this all classes are imported from here. We will see later what is this error. So our next parameter is we have to we have to validate the responses that if the PNR details are fetched successfully or not. So we are checking first the name of the passenger. So for validating that, we have to pass that in body parameters. So our first parameter is PNR number. We are going to fetch that PNR number. So paste this exact variable that you have made, otherwise it will show error. has item PNR number or not. So it will tell if it has the item PNR number or not. So our next objective is we have to check that if the name and all the passenger details are fetching successfully or not. So it can be done by response dot then dot body, and we have to first we have to pass the parameter as name, and we are checking that if the name has item, and the name is uh, the name you can see from here. Now I am taking this name. Now I am going to check if the ticket status is confirmed or not confirmed, or it is in waiting. So it can be also passed in body. So here we have to pass the status. Now we are going to validate the array responses. The array response is this. You can see my array response is this, that at the place of the 0th index, this name is this name is there. So it can be checked by response dot then dot body, and in body you have to pass the default size of the passenger. Let me copy this from here. Dot, and you have to give the index here, that at which index that name is present. Now we are checking that if the passenger which is on the 0th index has the status confirmed or not. So we are going to run this. Now first error we encountered is that validation type response. So every time when you run this, the time responses are different. So you have to set according to that. So as I have told you, as I have shown you, we get the responses. We validate that the status code is 200. We also validated the response time. Then we validated the header format. Then we have validated this PNR number, and also we have compared that that passenger size in my first array is 3, as you can see here. You can see this is my array, so it contains the 3 objects. So similarly, when you run this test case, you got the all test cases passed. And similarly, as I have done this for confirmed status, you can try this for RAC waiting, and for all the passengers. So this is our test. So as if you want me to continue with this, then like, subscribe, and share my video. Thank you so much.